Hello, welcome to CNC Parts and Services test video. Right now I'm testing one of our spot welding whole CNC controllers, and I have my original one right here, and this the tested one right here. And I'll take you throughout the whole boot up process. And this box actually would be sold as a whole, so you can take a note of the serial numbers on it, on the motherboards, on the power supply, so you know everything is tested, and also on the RISC board. And like you see right now, everything is in running order. And now I'll just power it off. I only have a pulse mismatch. When I press try to make it ready, the drive is powering up, it's okay. But the pulse mismatch, that means the values which encoders keep from this robot in my original CNC, my original computer, are different than the one I'm testing. So this is basically what it says, that I need to remaster all the X's. But it's for our purposes right now, it's irrelevant. So I'll just power it off. Power it on, so we can see all the boot up process. It's a boot up process on the box itself. It's still starting up. Rj3Ib control, so it's fairly quick. With I have the eye pendant, so it's fairly quick with the eye pendant on it. And this box actually has got a spot welding tool, so installed, so it's actually spot welder, handling tool, and we'll see what the other options it has installed. After I reboot it, I'll just reboot it I just reboot it in a maintenance mode, and then we'll see everything. But with a video like this, you can actually see that all the CPUs, the access cards are working, communicating with the servos, and all that stuff. So, and with the teach pendant, so the control, it's all good. Now it's after the startup. I'm startup right now, so I'll power it off. And now we'll take a look at our teach pendant, and I will actually start it in the maintenance mode. But I need to press two buttons on this one and power it up. Okay, there it goes. And we can actually see what's going on right here. It's Rj3Ib controller, system version 6.4044. It's actually loading files, and I'm gonna bring it in a maintenance mode, so we can actually see what kind of I'll do it in control start. We can actually see what kind of options are built into this control. So it boot up very nicely. We do a control start. I'm doing a control start right now. Just waiting for it to come up. There it goes. Should start loading all the files, and we actually right now we're gonna see in a second what kind of options are actually installed with this control. And if you buy the whole thing, actually the whole control itself, you're actually entitled to all this software, and you can actually transfer whatever you want from it. As according to US copyright laws, whatever you buy, it's yours and you're the owner. And actually a couple of weeks ago, Supreme Court make a ruling, very nice ruling in favor of even with the software and computers favoring sellers. So there is a rule: if you bought it, you can resell it, and it doesn't matter if the original manufacturer or equipment owner, like Fanuc, has got any copyrights on that. So you can actually transfer any of the options from this CPU to your own. Okay, now it's a spot config, but we don't want that. We're just gonna do a software version, so we can actually see everything. Okay, software ID. This is spot tool version 6.40, serial number, etc., etc. And the most important actually is software itself, which is the config. It could be one of the 333 options, and I'll just scroll down through all of them to get more comfortable grip on that, so we can actually see what kind of cool options come in with this. It's actually control reliable, so it's a pretty cool function. Email clients and robot server requests, so you can actually work with robot server software provided by Fanuc, and you can actually access backup and do everything with this control over the Ethernet. Kernel, macros, gripper, common, material handling option. So like I said, this is any spot tool or arc welding tool. The material handling options of the software is actually built in, inside the control. And it doesn't matter if you have different arms, because this one actually provides a variety of different different arms which will work with this control. So we just go through a config, and in config itself, you actually select your type of your arm, what you have, and go from there. TCP/IP interface, telnet, toolframe, user, web server. Also, that's awesome function. Of course, iPendant, basic no, but yeah, this one is configured with R2000IA 210F ARM. You can actually change it. Everything is preloaded in this control. And of course, enhanced servo gun, enhanced stopping, multi-group motion, payload, indent, remote TCP/IP, servo gun, dual CPU. That's awesome. You can actually have two servo guns controlled by one box. That's awesome. Spot collision guard, stick detection, auxiliary servo code. That's actually a good function, because if you have like a 7 or 8 axis, you can actually access it through that and configure, just add, like on this controller, we have extra H105 drive for auxiliary axis. This is actually controlling spot tool, the servo gun. But you can actually configure it to anything you want. It could be, it could be even something on a conveyor. It really doesn't matter. Whatever makes your thing. Servo gun, servo hand change. Okay, soft limits. iPendant focusing, awesome. Cycle support. Servo gun equalization, that's awesome, good thing. Yeah, ACM8, these are motors which are equipped with this robot right now. Bunch of options. Yeah, front side bus data check, that's awesome also, especially for auxiliary axis. Oh, it's got AccuPad plus servo gun. That's actually awesome, awesome feature also. It's got FROM, form customization. That's good. Password general motion update. Wow, this one is actually full of options. Dual arm rail. Wow. Yeah, you can add new motors, awesome. And that's it for cosmetic cycle data corruption. Okay, awesome. You can actually look through all of these options on this controller, and I think this one will just list as a whole, so you have an idea, you know, what's coming inside of it. And of course, you know, all of the RAM boards, FRAM boards, CPUs, access cards, everything runs smoothly on this one. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll be a new owner of this Rj3Ib control. Thank you, bye bye.